Hello everyone, Brickship1912 here, and today is the third and maybe final part of my ship collection video. As you can all see in front of you, this is going to be on my model collection, either model kits, 3D prints, or stuff I've bought or made myself. Now this will not include any of my Lego models. I have a different idea for that in the near future. But without any more stalling, let's get into the first part of this video, the model kits. So everyone, with the model kits, I suppose we should start where the whole model kits and like fascination with Titanic even began. That with my very first model kit of the Titanic, the 1/700 scale Revell Titanic. Now as you can see, this thing has seen better days. It used to have all of its funnels, but it does not anymore. But yeah, it's been all crushed, it's been messed with, the paint job is absolutely horrendous with this thing. Also, it's got Cunard buff funnels. This looks like a weird Queen Mary wannabe. It's weird. Like, the deck house is falling off. It's just in general bad shape, because this thing is like from 2016, like Christmas of 2016, I think. But, in saying that, since then I have bought another 1/700 kit of Revell's, and let's just say this one's in a bit of a nicer position in life. Let's get rid of the old one real quick, and we'll give a little bit of a view. Now I do not have the stand for this one because I've given the stand to the old one, so I will have to have my hands in the frame here. But yeah, I am really proud of how this one came out. I used the airbrush to get like the yellow stripe, to get the paint looking nice. Oh, I just knocked off its propeller. I will have to glue that on when I'm done here. Yeah, I just knocked off the port propeller. But yeah, just a little Titanic kit that I actually took my time with because I was more an adult than I was when I made the original. I'm just going to pick up the propeller real quick. Yep, that's going to be easy to fix. It didn't actually snap off the connection thing, I hope. But now we will go for a bit of a bigger kit that you guys will remember me building. This is the 1/400 Titanic kit for Revell. It was made for the 100th anniversary of the disaster. The model is arguably, like, the tooling and the mold for the model is outdated as hell, but this was me wanting to build another model because this model was horrible and tiny, and the trumpeter Titanic is huge, magnificent, and after 3 years still a work in progress. So I made this, and I'm very proud of how it came out. And it is also now the second most viewed video on the channel. So yeah, just a big kit of Titanic. I'm not really going to show much of it. I'm going to put it on the windowsill behind though, because it's big and it won't fit on my outside. Now I do have other Titanic kits, but I've since destroyed them for other childish reasons really. But one that is still floating around is this old 1200 scale Queen Mary 2. It's a horrible model, absolutely hasn't been looked after, hasn't been painted well. Yeah. I suppose we should move on to the next thing, which will be 3D prints that I have done myself. So, we'll start with this big 1/500 scale RMS Olympic that I made with my 3D printer when I had it. Now I've since gotten rid of this 3D printer because I didn't really use it, it just sat around. But this is an alright model of the Olympic. Well, it's not a good model of Titanic, but it was a free 3D print, so yeah. I edited a little bit in one of the free 3D print softwares and just printed it out myself and glued it all together, and it's not in good shape. It's also been hot glued. There's like gunk here from the hot glue trying to seal where my printer wasn't flat. But yeah, on the other hand of 3D prints though, I do have this cool Waterline Olympic that I made. It's not really accurate because it's showing 1911 Olympic but has post-Titanic promenade back there. But yeah, it's a nice little Waterline model. Never did the scaling for how big it is. And the last two things are two Titanic Lifeboats. Yet again, pretty cool 3D prints. And yeah, it's just two Titanic Lifeboats. This one's the oldest, this one's the newest. This one I printed at school, this one I printed with my own 3D printer. Now we shall get into Titanic Honor and Glory. This is going to be really quick because I only have one. It's the Titanic and Nomadic combo. I was lucky enough to get mine, except my Nomadic, I don't know if you'll see it, but there is a giant crack in her now. So yeah, it's kind of sad. It leaked resin on the actual model of Titanic, which was not pleasant. But yeah, she's just got a giant crack in her side. But, other than Nomadic splitting her side, this model of Titanic is still like one of the best things I've ever had the privilege of owning. Like, this was worth the price. It is a shame that they never finished sending them all out. Just going to give you a flyby of this details. Put it back on there. If you can see, there's where the gunk from Nomadic came from. But yeah, I'll put that back together if Nomadic wants to go back on her stand. And then we'll move to the stuff my good friend Print Hive 3D has gifted me. We'll start with the first stuff. The RMS Titanic. A good model. Very good detail. He is fixing the issues that the model has, which they look very good. And yeah, there's Titanic. I'll just put her off to the side. We'll bring in her sister ship, the HMHS Britannic. Give a little spin of her too. And spin her back the other way. And then the Mauritania. Give her a quick side profile and then a little spin. And then I'm going to push these guys out of the way. We're going to get this little tugboat out of the way. Here is the small little tugboat that was sent to me by him with the gift of the MV Britannic, which I'll get here in a second. But it's just an adorable little tugboat. Quite an adorable little guy. And then we have my favourite one of his, the MV Britannic. Absolutely beautiful little model. Britannic needs more models out there of her. But yeah, we'll just give a little spin of this beautiful guy. Beautiful lady. And yeah, I will leave a link to his store and his channel down below if you want to go check out his stuff. Really good models. Would recommend. Now, let's get these guys out of the way real quick. Don't break them. I don't really like breaking my models. Kid me did, but I don't like it anymore. Now we'll get to the die cast. So we'll start with the ship that's in a bit of peril at the minute. This is my mint in box Mimic ships 1/1200 scale SS United States. This is a cool one. I have taken it out of the box, but I prefer to keep it in there. Yeah, it's just a really beautiful little model of the SS United States. Now in the same brand, though not under Hornby, this is now Triang Mimic or Minic ships. I don't know. I have one of the RMS Queen Mary, which, funny enough, the listing that I bought this off stated that she was the Queen Elizabeth. That is very much not Queen Elizabeth. But yeah, just gonna give you another little show. I love the shear on this model. Like, look at it. It's beautiful. And it has a little bit of tumble home, you'll find, if you're able to see down it. It's actually really, really well made for a die-cast model of a ship. You have a side profile, around the back. Love that view of Queen Mary. One of my favourite angles of her. And yeah. Now we'll get into the last thing that I have, which I don't know really how to, like, name this, because I don't know what this model is, and if any of you know, please do tell me in the description down below. But this is an adorable little wooden model of the RMS Olympic. It's got some battle damage. Cost me $5 on eBay. It was the best find ever. But it is made out of wood, if you can see. Also has her name on the bottom there with bow, and then obviously the stern down here. But like, is this custom or is this like a product? I don't know the story of this piece. Though I fell in love with it when I saw it, and I basically bought it the moment I had $5. So yeah, everyone, that is it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Let's hit 3K soon, please. But yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.